이 장면. 이 장면.
1대3이었어요. 일단은 급정장까지 있었고
내 몸에서 나와!
산타는 걸 바로 뒷덜미.
이것도 자화내거든요.
여기서
이러고 있었네요.
That reward everything that T1 is drafted. You just
It's so
lose
easy.
the draft. I mean, I thought FlyQuest versus 100 kills, but as we can see here, Cuz, he has just full cleared his jungle 2 times over. Meanwhile, Pyoshik, Dragonax can't find the kill right there, and that's a pretty heavy commitment by them. Even if you look at it as if they end up winning the Ocean Dragon, don't forget that Soraka's getting solo XP up in top lane as well as the CS, Cuz.
Yep, Doran, not a lot that he can do there. Facebreaker does come in, but the on-horn flying towards Chovy. Still without his flash as Faker has to flash on top of him. Doesn't find the Searing Charge as Epic gets underneath the turret. Takes a couple of shots, but is going to survive. With
Intended. Doesn't end up getting any kills. Chovy coming over trying to manage things, but then Doran starts
a lot as Carrier looking for his moment to try and engage. Morgana certainly ruining his day though, as Cuz not going to be able to steal this one. And in comes Faker from the flank, looks from the knockup, gets it onto only Pyoshik, who is going to be his target. The Haymaker flies onto Cuz as Pyoshik goes golden. There's the wish, as Cuz not going to get knocked up. Oh, eventually does, but Pyoshik falls down. He's the first kill, but MF is also dead. A giant Haymaker into the backline, as it's a double kill for Deft. Carrier still darting after the T1 members. And Chovy wanting to get in over the side. The triple kill, hand delivered by Chovy's harpoon. I guess.
Oh, okay.
There's a world where that is going to work out. Flash still available for Deft though, so he's still going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, they got him.
That is not what you want. And that is going to be the kill going over to Canna. The beginning of the fight was a disaster, but the end, so good. And T1 should be able to just clean this one up. Chovy trying to burn down Cuz. But it's not going to be enough. The Ragnarok working out this time. He'll flash after it. Okay. Dodge the undertow and you win the fight, but it's just not going to happen. Chovy.
What an obnoxious champion.
Sidesteps. There's the undertow. Picks up the kill in the end. And Carrier.
And just look at the amount of resistances on the side of T1. You have the Abyssal Mask.
The wrong champion, but we got 4 armor. As Carrier looks for him, but Ragnarok back off cooldown actually. As Chovy's teleported in, Ornhorn has been rang. So we don't have the equalizer available just yet. Faker flash Searing Charge gets like a beautiful decision here with his first 2 items.
Chovy
on time with Deft's Infinity Edge.
Kylo Ren. Okay.
Yeah, you know, you love him, but he's on the wrong side.
Until.
Yeah, well, we're not giving away any spoilers. Pyoshik goes for the engage. It's not what he wants. There's the turnaround onto Cuz. But look at the heal. It is just bonkers. Haymaker doing some work there, gathering the grid up. And in goes Carrier. Interrupts Teddy as much as he can. As now Faker is tanking the entirety of who's left on Dragonax. Oh, the Blade Caller though. Doran once again flying forward, but Effort controlling the fight. The Black Shields are so good. And the Soul Shackles were amazing.
Get a lot of stats here as well for free, just because of the way that all their champions are itemized. And honestly, given that it's the Mountain Drake stack,
largely their damage contribution this game. It's a very defensive Olaf this time around, with only a warrior in chance as far as damage stats.
And
here goes the Ornhorn. Faker finds 1 knock-up, but the Featherstorm there from Deft will keep him alive, but look at this. Cuz is just so durable. All of the heals in there. The grid is fantastic though. There's the equalizer. Perfect positioning for Dragonax as the bullet time flies out, but Teddy is now dead. Pyoshik now trying to run away, but Deft also fell down. Now 3 versus 3 is Chovy looking for Canna. Oh, the barrier. Just yet?
Not yet, but it should be soon as Mountain Soul is up. I think Faker's going to do the same thing again. He's going to try to get the Xayah ultimate out with an R, but...
Facebreaker on cooldown as Faker takes it as a chance to engage. Looks for the double knock-up and gets it, but Deft still able to kite. As in goes Doran, gets the Facebreaker onto Teddy. A lot of damage, but can he actually get any work done as Teddy flashes out of the way of Carrier's grand entrance? He's not going to fall just yet, but the health bars don't go back up on Dragonax's side. Yeah. T1s seem to just refill on a whim. And it's just not even difficult anymore.
No. The scaling is online. There's nothing Dragon X can do at this point. And so we knew that the first 10 minutes were going to be really crucial. And even though there was that Hail Mary Rift Herald team fight, it's just not enough. You could have that happen 3 times. You could raise all of the inner turrets. If you're Dragon X, you will still lose 25 minutes plus almost every single team fight, assuming...
As Cuz pulled back by Doran, but that's not the face-breaking target he really want. Faker now sitting at about half health, probably wishing that he had a Warmog's armor at this stage, but has teleport available, so it's no worries. Cuz feels invincible, and that's because he basically is. Alright, caught out of position is Pyoshik, as there's the on-on, but kind of picked up that kill before it can even do anything. Cuz running after Deft, and there is nothing stopping him from doing exactly that. The wish finally goes out, and that is going to spell the end of this game in its entirety. They are too tanky, they are too strong, and Soraka is absolutely busted. Nothing the Rakan can do. Chovy running for the fountain and asking for round 2 when they can finally find the ban button on this pesky Soraka champion. T1 will start off the series versus Dragon X 1-0. Cuz down to business on this Nexus. They are corralling both of the older players on this Dragon X team. Deft just gets 2 popped by Teddy, and then he finishes off the Nexus. A well-deserved win by T1, and I want to give the MVP.
Very valuable into the Kindred as Echo now coming in as he needs to answer Victor.
Cooldown. I don't know whether he knows that exactly, but Pyoshik picks up his other mark and gets it for free. Is now on-horn towards the top side. Doran going to get knocked up, but the Haymaker's going to eat a lot of that damage, and Dragon X get the inside track now. Cuz getting chased down by Pyoshik, but he has that Hail of Blades. The ult has to be invested. Chaos Storm gets the rest of Dragon X out of here as Pyoshik. I don't think he's going to have any chance to do anything, as the heal from Carrier was pretty close. But he needed that Dance of Arrows back. He decides to go. I think Sterix into Guardian Angel is more likely, just because it's the more consistent build. Getting a Trinity Force as a jungler, especially now. Although I guess his Templates are even now completed, as Chovy couldn't quite find the Time Winder. Deft just wanders over. Gets a fair bit of damage there onto Effort.
Well.
1 more minute as there's... Okay.
Oh,
Deft taking way too much damage here, but... bullet time and in combo with the rest of his buttons. And this should mean that these turret plates are going to be taken, and Pyoshik actually looking for a bit of a fight here as Wolf jumps out. Chovy looking to try and dive in. Effort just gets popped. Good night, Sweet Prince. And the chrono break is gone. And a player of Faker's caliber absolutely deserves it, as we have Infernal going down and possibly a fight. Great Dark Binding is going to land as Cuz takes a fair bit of damage, and Chovy is looking for him. Remember, oh my god, that was fantastic. Gets out of the way of... Yeah, it's not really item spikes territory, you know. That's not what we're going to be talking about. As speaking of Horn, it's going to get found. Pyoshik finds a fair bit of damage there. Horn has been blown. Who's going to be the target? Looks like Carrier, who is going to get knocked up, but immediately goes into the Zhonya's. He's protected by Deft as well, and then flashes out. Now the re-engage. Pyoshik throws down the ult at the last minute. Fantastic timing on that one as everyone gets into the Lamb's Respite. And now Cuz looking for it. No, not enough. The burst damage from Chovy will do it. And now Faker gets launched at by Dora. And the Superplex and the Dark Binding at max range from Carrier lands on the god of the mid lane himself, and he will be taken down. Now Canna trying to run away, tries to juke. The Dark Binding once again. There is Chovy. Not quite enough damage. Deft now taking matters into his own hands, but Teddy gets on the other side. The flash is going to be answered, and now Canna, he's running. He's hoping that Deft doesn't spot him, because this man is angry. Blue buff is there. Will he find the kill? Oh, Teddy with the ult is going to keep himself alive, as now Chovy is going to start this one up.
An ace into Baron. Realistically,
well, they're going to have to go for this one, and they want to try and fight before this goes down, because otherwise there's so much extra damage. Cuz going to take that one away. Ornhorn is big. Into the backline is Deft. Oh, the last minute Lance Respite, but he's still so incredibly low. Gets the heal, gets the shield, but it's not going to be enough. Doran takes down the Zyra in the backline, though, and now it's even footing, but Pyoshik is an AD carry. He's hunting after Cuz, though, as now we go down to the 3 versus 3 bottom side. Chovy was looking for effort. Faker gets himself into position, and Carrier is just going to be taken down like old news. Chovy dancing around this one, will find Faker. Timewinder comes in, and there's the phase rush looking for Cannon now as Effort gets over the wall. The flash from Doran. Going to follow up and grab that kill, and in the meantime, Pioshik had dealt with the grand entrance.
It's such a hard approach right now if you're a T1 fan. Deft doing a fantastic job at getting so much damage.
Another parallel convergence as Faker almost caught out in it. But Gravity Field comes in. Effort! Oh, standing in the wrong place as the Chrono Break does a lot of damage. As Bullet Time not going to be interrupted, and Cuz dies as an afterthought. And now, the Infernal Soul, the giant superplex into the back line. And Pioshik stands on his Lamb's Respite and says, thanks for the chaos. I don't...
Ended up being purchased. Obviously, you have Luden's Pulse there. You're going to have the Obsidian Cleaver, not the Trinity Fusion. We're going to a game number 3.
It's exactly what Tanky on. He should be alright as Chovy dashes in over the side, trying to find a stun. Doesn't get it, but they do get the turret. Now T1, all 5 members trying to defend this inhibitor, but I don't think they're going to. I don't think that's the target that they want to keep alive. Want to try and fight underneath the turret if you're going to fight at all, but it just looks like the whole castle is falling down around them. Finding, doesn't find Faker.
Teleport available.
Yep, he's going to be able to teleport back in. Does so to keep this minion alive. Deft, you know, you can get a couple of autos there if you would like to. As Chovy goes golden before pressing his R button, and in goes Doran. Gigantic damage. Carry is the first one to go down as Teddy. Actually a huge blade caller, but I think they're just too far ahead as the Lamb's Respite comes forward. Pioshik gets a bunch of heals back, and T1, they lose their jungler, they lose their support, and it looks like they've lost hope in this game as well. Scanner down to about half. Deft does a lot of damage. Chovy's in here as well, and Pioshik a secondary AD carry here in this one. Oh, Zeal Adam Infinity Edge is the follow-up. Exactly what you want to be doing on this Kindred. Scanner now getting closed in on. Bellow's Breath was good. Searing Charge also working, but he's not as tanky as some of the Orns that we've seen as Pioshik throws down his ultimate and understands that they can hold this line. First Nexus turret goes down. Second will follow as now Chovy, he's got the ultimate. He's not scared at all, even though he's at low health. And now he's looking to try and close the gap. Effort in trouble. Doran throws the haymaker at him. No one dead on DRX's side, but some of them going low. Pioshik in trouble as Bullet Time obliterates Faker as revenge for taking down the young jungler. And Dragon Axe will bring us to a game number 3. Exactly what we wanted out of these two teams.
And so that was a bit of a punchback in game number 2. Everything
so long to find the cards.
you already know it's cards.
Oh, okay. That's an Italy instead, Cuz.
They're doing, but you can see Faker missing a lot of CS, and now Carry is here. Cuz is.
Yeah, Grand Entrance, remember, was taken as there's the Ignite. Oh, the flash was answered so beautifully, but they have to get this kill done. They do it. And now T1's bottom lane has to head for the hills as Chovy is near a turret. There is a chance that he can turn around fights like this. As Pioshik now thinking of taking a little jaunt towards the top side. Cloud Drake going to be taken here by T1. That is going to be the important part. Skill shots going wide on both sides, actually.
And it looks like they wanted the recall, but not today.
Yep, Carrier going to dive on in. Teddy with his black shield's going to stay alive, but Deft, he's being caught up. Just going to try and take down Effort with him, but I don't think he can 1v3, my friend, and even holds onto his heel knowing that he was dead. Teleport are able to get in there. Pioshik, I don't think he's even going to go for a steal. They're just going to give this away. We're going for a mountain.
Minimizing. Because there, we see the Nidalee item, which is coming in. It's going to be the Athenes and Holy Grail. And so it's a very supportive kind of Nidalee. Faker's dead.
Yep, Pioshik should be able to find him here. No, not going to lock down the kick.
This isn't.
As Pioshik does eventually grab it. Cuz might be able to answer it back, though, as he's going to miss the spear. That's like it might just be a team fight. As Doran pulls back Canna. He's down to about half. As Deft staying in a decent position, but does get bound. Now Pioshik should be able just to lock down this dragon pretty easy.
Inhibitor.
But, like, they eat through these turrets so fast. Mega Inferno Bomb actually doing a fair bit of damage.
Darkness Faker with a flank. Deft doesn't have ult available.
We're teleporting into the pit. We're going for this 50-50, but no, there's the knock-up onto Cuz. We've locked down the Baron on Dragon X's side, but at what cost is the question. Already 2 are dead as Carrier is running away from Effort. He does go into stasis. There's the bouncing bomb. And it looks like Chovy is the only man allowed to dress in purple. Done with that call of the Forge God. And T1 are going to pull back to battle lines. Goshik not even near this Drake at the moment as Doran is keeping it.
Whoa.
Relatively aggroed is okay. Over the wall goes Carrier, but into the backline goes Canna. Just obliterates Deft. Not a chance to do anything. Haymaker also not able to lock anyone down as the Mountain Drake went over to Pioshik, but the team fight is all T1. And they've come together. That does turn towards the burning face. Doran now looking for Canna. Superflex to start this one off as Deft is going to do a lot of damage, but kickback on top of the Xayah is not necessarily what the Xayah wants. There's a teleport in from Faker. Deft avoids that. And Canna is still alive here as Spooky Ghosts. Goshik now trying to play more of that peeling role as the set is dead, and Canna survived through all of it. The rest of it better than Teddy's.
And Baron coming up in 30 seconds.
There's
Another one all.
Yeah, they're looking for Chovy. Mega Inferno Bomb does come in, but there's the bullet time.
Oh,
Just
they got him!
gigantic damage. And Carrier dies as an afterthought there as well as now Canna looking for the slice, looking for the dice. Meek going to come in, and Deft eventually goes golden. But my God, the damage. The flash out, there is nothing that he can do. Doran looking for 2 kills. Don't know whether he'll be able to find them as the kickback, as Teddy just immediately QSS's it, and will just continue shooting. T1 have turned it around. 13 kills to 3, and I believe most of those have happened in the last 10 minutes.
Pioshik.
Yeah, Teddy.
Oh, we got it with the Q.
Pioshik's just going to die. Cuz is going to lock that one down, and despite the drop, despite everything, T1 turn it and take down the Nexus over Dragon X, but it's one hell of a series, and I can't wait for round 2.
And I'm trying to think who to give MVP to. And